Hello, hello, my fine followers. Texas Teacher here once again, bringing you a video game review. Another one. This is going to be a busy week for video game reviews, and I am bringing you Skyrim. Has to be probably one of my top 5 favorite games of all time, and it's back, baby. It's back. When I first got when I first got my PS4, I'd actually wanted to find Skyrim. Didn't know it hadn't come out for PS4. So, a little disappointed there. Skyrim is actually the only game that I have only ever played on computer until this week. This puppy came out last Friday. I'm recording this the Monday after launch. So, I'm going to kind of be honest. Before I do reviews, I try to play a few hours, get a feel for the game, the mechanics, etc. Number one, I got this a day early. I actually was playing this on Thursday. So I got to play it a day before it launched. So kind of a risky time because there's always day one patches nowadays because games need it. You never know what's going to happen. This did not need a day one patch. However, we'll get to that later. But was playing on Thursday. And I intended, okay, in my head, I'm like, okay, I'll play 3 hours, do a few things, and I'll switch to the other game that's in another video. I played the crap out of this weekend. I played it a lot. I've already leveled up my character to level like 12. I've already built a house, killed dragons, done quests. I may have a slight problem. I've got Skyrim addiction. Oh God, I need to play. This is going to be a fun one to do videos on, I feel. And there's going to be a lot of stuff I can do in this. And there's been a lot of fun stuff that I've found so far that I had never seen before. There's kind of an homage to the Sword and the Stone that I found this week. If you know anything about Arthurian legend, King Arthur dies, he throws the sword or gets a person to throw the sword into the lake, and the lady in the lake reaches up, grabs it, and pulls it under the waves. So I found a skeleton arm sticking out of a lake holding an orcish sword, and I freaking loved it. I took a screenshot of it. It was so funny to me. Sorry, moving the camera a little bit. First up, the packaging itself. Very similar to how it used to be. Of course, at the bottom it's got its little special edition logo. This has all the DLC on it. Dawn Hunter, Dragonborn, and Hearthfire, where you build your own house, which is what I've been doing constantly. I've never spent so much time and achieved less as far as quest-wise because I completely ignored my quest and just keep running back and forth to the store to get parts for my house. I may have a problem. Now, of course, the inside, you've got a lovely vantage of Skyrim proper, mountains, forests. Very nice. I mean, it's very nice packaging. Now, let's get to what's inside it. Start off with, you got a little guide. It kind of tells you about the different game controls, has a little warning, usual stuff. I love the fact that they included this. I didn't think they were going to, and now I've got to find somewhere to put it. I had one. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I got it when I got the original Skyrim that I had. Now, of course, like I said, just very detailed, nice map. Like all the features to it, it's good quality. Now, I don't know how many of you out there have Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online is supposed to be the new great thing, and this is something they include. And if you get the Skyrim, you get the armor and the horse from Skyrim. So they're trying to tie it in. They're trying to get people interested. I don't play it. Doesn't really affect me. Okay. Now let me get to the game itself. If you have ever played Skyrim before, it's the same as what you're used to. Nothing has changed. I don't know if they've added anything into the game. I do know in one case they did patch a quest that in the original Skyrim game was so buggy you couldn't do it. It's a quest called Blood on the Ice, where you're trying to track down a murderer in what's the name of the Windhelm, I believe. It's the name of the city, controlled by the bad guys, or who I classify as the bad guys. I never was a Stormcloak. It was always Imperial. Um, they patched it to where you could finally play it, and I got through that quest this weekend. First time I'd ever done it, and I've played Skyrim. I don't know how many times to completion, where I went through the entire main quest and most of the side quests as well. Me and the Elder Scrolls games have a lot of history. I loved Oblivion. Didn't care so much for Morrowind, but Oblivion was the first game I ever 100% completed when we had an Xbox 360. I got every single achievement for it. It was the only one I'd ever done that on. To this day, it's the only one I've ever got a 100% completion rate on. So the Elder Scrolls means a lot to me. Skyrim is a beautiful game. It was a beautiful game when it launched. It's more beautiful now. The way the light plays on the shadows and everything, it's impressive. Now, let me say a few things. Excuse me. Number one, if you're playing on PlayStation 4, I don't know if it did that on Xbox, but I know it has on PlayStation 4. There is some kind of formatting error that they're going to have to patch where, say, if I'm picking a lock at the bottom of the screen, kind of about where my finger is, give or take, there's supposed to be how many lock picks you have left. You can't see it. At least on my TV, you can't see it. And I played around with my TV settings. I played around with my game settings. I never could fix it. If somebody has had that issue and they fixed it, let me know in the comments because I legitimately want to know. But that's a minor issue, and it'll annoy some people. I get that. I can live with it, though. The second thing, there are bugs. There are bugs that will get you messed up, where you'll have to fight your way out of a corner. I got stuck on a ledge after I'd killed the bear at the very beginning of it. It's things that are annoying, but fixable. They will patch it. It'll look better. They'll take care of it. Nothing has rendered this game unplayable. I've seen somebody say something about their copy of Skyrim was unplayable because of stuff like that. That's nitpicking. I admit maybe I'm biased because I like the game, but I think they did a good job. They reintroduced a great game. They're going to sell, I don't even know how many copies because it's going to sell. May get people who've never played Skyrim before to play it, but I knew I was going to play it as soon as they announced it was going to come out. And my wife will say this freely, that is one of the few games, her cousin, who was a little kid at the time, pestered the crap out of her till she bought it. That's the first game she ever bought me in my life. And yeah, he pestered the crap out of her till she got it. It took me forever to install it. Excuse me. But great game. Highly recommend it. Don't go into it expecting something new if you've played it before. It's exactly what you've played before. I love it though. Fully recommend it. We'll be playing it. We'll be putting it on the channel. So that's my review of Skyrim. Absolutely great game. I'm probably 10 to 15 hours in. Built my first house for Hearthfire. Almost got it finished. I got a few little things I've got to still do, but that'll be another probably 10, 15 hours. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And as always, it's Texas Teacher. Thank you very much. Class is dismissed.